let me put y'all onto something. So I drink prune juice a lot, right? And this is what I usually get, right? Its only ingredient is 100% prune juice, if you can see that, right? But then they have this other one called prune juice light, and that's gonna make people think that it is a better, option, than the regular prune juice because it says, low sugar and things of that nature. But peep all the extra ingredients that they put in here. You have even natural flavors, which is known that 90% of natural flavors is not natural. Sucralose, absorbic acid, dextrose, sorbitol. Like, this is how they get you, man. They get you to think you're making a healthier decision, but it's really worse. You in Colorado?
Yeah,
How's it been out there, man?
it's been alright. It's been cold, bro. We just had a snowstorm the other day.
Oh, sure.
It's been alright. You can hear me? I was
Yeah.
trying to turn the volume up. Alright,
No,
I
I
hear
can
you
hear
now.
you. I can hear you fine, bro.
Alright, but yeah, yeah, I'm in Colorado chilling. Like it's not snowing now. It's probably like 40 degrees, but
Yeah.
we just had like 15 inches the past couple of days. That's kind
Okay.
of annoying.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that is wild. Well, do you like the environment more?
Uh, like what you mean?
I mean, pros and cons from being in Atlanta.
I mean, yeah, you lived in Florida, so you've lived somewhere else. I've never lived nowhere else, so this is like my first time living. Yeah, this is my first time living anywhere else. It ain't nothing like Atlanta, dog. Like it's like the complete opposite
Yeah.
in all aspects. But in all aspects, it's like the complete opposite. Um, yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's like
Yeah. Man.
it's not like you can't compare it. Like you can't compare it at all. I mean, the only good thing about here versus Atlanta is like the cops don't mess with you out here.
Nice.
Like the cops really non-existent out here.
Oh,
But other than that, which could be a bad thing too,
it
because
could.
you call them if you need something, and if it ain't like an emergency for real, they gonna take their time to get to you.
Yeah.
So. Um, that's really like on the good side. I mean, I don't know, man. It's cool. It's like if you like being outside, like you would like it because this is a healthy fitness, um, active city. You know what I mean? So
Okay.
people like
Big
me, huh?
fitness is very popular out there.
Oh yeah, it's bigger here than it is in Atlanta. The
Oh, sure.
yeah, the personal training and like the shit that we do in Atlanta is not big like here, but like the state as a whole is more. Well, I just say the city. The city of Denver is more active. Like there's a lot of active. Like yeah, everybody's healthy out here, bro. Like everybody's healthy out here. Um, but
Wow.
it's not like at home where everybody has a brand, everybody's doing their gym shit, making content. It's not like that out here at all.
Okay.
But everybody's active. You know what I'm trying to
Yeah.
say?
No, I know. I know what you're talking about. I didn't know I could still hear you.
Definitely, I got, we could talk for like 30 minutes, but definitely I was gonna tell you about the elevation out here when it comes to that running and with the blood types and shit. I know that plays a big part coming out because we're like 5,000 feet up.
Right.
So like when I first came out here, Um, we're in shape. So me and you, it was cool coming out here. You know what I mean? It wasn't a big deal. But for somebody who isn't active or somebody who doesn't really work out, like if you come out here and try to like come hike or try to go on a trail, but you're gonna be hurting.
I,
You know
I
what I
mean,
mean? Like
and I probably do better than most people, but I know for me, cardio has always been a little bit tougher uh, than your average fitness person because I have the sickle cell trait.
Mm.
Now I don't have anemia, but I have the trait. So
Right.
like, you know, I'll go up Stone Mountain, and the Mexican kids and the black kids already at the top laughing at me, crawling all fours, some gasping for breath, while the
Mm.
heavy set 300-pound person walking up in heels. You know what I'm saying? Like you
Yeah.
go on Stone Mountain, man. I be seeing people way unhealthy than me walk that thing easier, but I have to fight for cardio more than other people because of
Oh
the
shit. So like
rate.
yeah, so you coming out here, you would definitely have to be careful because that air is thin. You know, I'm over here, playing basketball, but I'm talking about I don't know, bro. I'm finna die on that
Yeah,
basketball court, bro.
yeah,
Like that air
yeah.
is different. I'm not like tired. I'm not none of that. I just cannot breathe, bro.
It,
That's what I was telling them.
it's like Dragon Ball when they go to different planets and stuff like that, and the gravity and
You killing them.
you know what I'm saying? Like so I feel what you're saying. I'll probably be able to handle it. Like I still hike and climb, but I I let's just I need it. I'm going through a cutting season right now, so yeah,
I got
was bulking a little bit too much, so yeah.
I got you. Hey, whenever you want to come out here, bro, you can stay at the crib and 24-hour fitness right next door. I got an apartment right next to the gym, so shit, we can always go work out, hit the trails, hit all that shit. So we
Hey
cool.
man, nah, I shoot. I just might, bro. Colorado. I haven't been there. I've been the farthest out. As Colorado's west, right?
Yeah, we right above like New Mexico, Arizona and shit.
So Las Vegas is probably the most. Las Vegas is past
Yeah,
Texas.
Las Vegas past us. We right Las Vegas next door.
Yeah, that's the farthest west I've been, and that was like for a layover. Kicked it with
Oh yeah.
somebody.
Hey, well you can come. Hey, you know my birthday next month. I'm doing a birthday celebration that whole weekend. So
Okay.
I don't
Oh,
know about
and
working out that weekend, but shit, you can
well,
still pull up though.
well, we already know it's 420 birthday. In
And,
Colorado, it's all
yeah,
legal out there, right?
100%, my dog.
No worries. Heard.
That shit, hey, that shit, that's really a culture shock too. Like being in Atlanta, Atlanta's Atlanta. You can be outside smoking and shit, but you still gotta kind of be low key. Out here, you still have to be like low key because I mean it's still like a drug. It's like being outside with a bottle of alcohol. You know what
Yeah,
I mean? Like you can't just be walking down the street chugging some tequila. Same thing. You can't just be walking down the street having a blunt. But if you are and ain't nobody else around and you just being discreet, you're on your own, doing your own thing, ain't nobody worried. You know what I mean?
yeah, I get it. It's
Nobody's
like, yeah,
worried. But I got a question though, like,
what's up?
is there any like correlation between like blood types, fitness, and cannabis? Because I've been learning a lot about like cannabis out here, and I definitely wanted to ask you that when it comes to like blood types. When people ask you about blood stuff, like, do you ever ask them if they smoke?
For sure, for sure, for sure. Because I have some people who literally holding their chest on their first day, like I
Mm.
can't breathe. So I definitely didn't know if you smoke, whether it's cigarettes, weed, whatever, tobacco, raw, whatever. But now, from my observation, not necessarily research, but from my observation and case studies, I do think ganja does affect different blood types differently.
Right.
Now, it's not always exactly accurate, but I do think it's pretty pretty consistent. So what I find with O blood type people, um, normally they can actually like smoke and work out. You know what I mean? They can smoke and work out. They can work out high. I mean, I remember going to Finale Fit and finding out, some of the biggest people in there, was high. You hear people, in the NFL or different sports, they might smoke before they go out. You know what I mean? Now, A blood type people, they they're a lot more anxious based a lot of times. Now, granted, with what I'm saying, obviously there are exceptions to the rule and people that get used to stuff. But a lot of A blood type people, their body has a natural aversion to the smell of smoke and how it affects their body. A lot of them will experience more common than other people, like the anxiety or the overthinking and all that when smoking. So they don't really be feeling the most comfortable most of the time smoking, right. Now, a B blood type like me, which is the third, common blood type, we all get lazy. Most of us get lazy and stupid. Yeah. Like, for me, bro, like, I remember the first time I tried to go, to the gym after smoking. This is back when I worked at Anytime Fitness. And I drove 5 minutes to the gym, 8 minutes to the gym. I walked in. I sat down on the seat by the dumbbells. I looked at myself in the mirror for 5 minutes without breaking concentration. I stood up and I walked back out the door and drove home. It was no workout. I was like, bro, I can't. I'm not. Like, what? I'm super relaxed. I'm not doing nothing, bro.
You was a little too geek. Hey, I ain't gonna lie. Ever since I moved out here, bro, I've been smoking less. And I'll tell you why, bro. Like, we're not smoking weed no more, bro. Like, and I say that to say, like, this is not, like, when I take, because you go to the dispensary, they give you the package or the bottle, or whatever it is, and I look at the ingredients, and I'm like, bro, what the fuck is this?
Oh, the fact is there's ingredients in there. It's crazy.
A list of them hoes. I'm like, I thought it was just a plant. I'm like, nah, bro. It's not like, really, like, yeah, I be still blowing it down, but not as much as I was, like, you know what I'm saying? Or not as much as I was on it, like, back when I was home. Like, back when I was home, I was like, damn, really just want to smoke. I just want to smoke. Here, it's like, man, I just,
It's like going to the grocery store and picking up a whole bunch of processed food almost. Like, it almost makes it real when people say, like, bro, like, I don't even smoke the stuff you smoking. They be doing mad stuff to it. And so that's crazy. I don't think I've ever actually, like, looked at the ingredients on a packet.
Well, out there ain't no ingredients, bro. Like, when you buy the tree back home, it's like it's gonna be in a baggie or in them little colorful shits. Out here, they like it's like really getting some prescription, like medicine. So when they give it, let me see if I got some. I can just show you. But that shit crazy. So I mean, yeah, if I was a client and if I was, working out with you and shit, I would definitely, yeah, let me show you this shit. I would definitely ask you questions and shit. So when you buy it,
man,
look at the bottom, bro, all that shit. And this might be healthy shit, but nigga, I don't know.
Nah, bro. Nah.
I don't know. Look at all of that, bro.
Nah, bro. I don't like that's crazy.
That's crazy, right?
That
shit crazy.
Who knows what's growing in your lungs from that jump, bro? But I've only smoked maybe like 3 times this year. I've been chilling heavy. But to wrap up that question you was asking me, like, B blood types operate on like a high brain capacity, like they're it's like the curious or knowledge kind of people. Yeah. So like we get stupid when we smoke and we get lazy. Now AB blood types, which I think you might have told me before you're AB, y'all are wild.
Nah, I think you told me I was AB. I don't know shit,
I think
boy.
you are. Okay, got you. y'all are ABs are wild cards.
Mm.
So it really can go any of the three previous ways I've said with them. You know what I mean? But they do lean a little bit towards like how A blood types are a little more anxious sometimes. They overthink. But that's from my observation and kind of case studying with how different people, operate off of it.
Mm.
Yeah. So
Hell yeah. But you don't slow down though. You probably smoke like what, once a week?
no, bro. Like I said, I've only smoked like 3 times this year.
Oh, this year.
Yeah, this year, bro. And it's just because for me, I just I want to be able to dream again, and I wanted to be able to go to sleep
Mm.
without it. Like I imagine, like, what if I'm in a survival situation and I gotta sleep in the woods or something, like, and I gotta get rested up, but I literally can't go. I literally can't go to sleep or rest up for whatever survival situation I'm in because I don't have no weed. You know what I mean? It's like now I'm just gonna be anxious and I'm gonna have that edge behind my eye sockets. You know what I'm talking about. Where it's like, dag, I need, so it was just to not depend on it. I personally, not everybody else, not other people don't. I have an addictive personality. So if I'm using something, it's like even no matter how much I'm I'm trying to like stick to just that use, I'm slowly gonna want more and 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 more. And I started feeling a little something in my chest. I really enjoyed like a grava or a tobacco hit, and I think it started affecting me. And with the sickle cell trait, I don't know how much worse it could affect me, than other people. So it just made sense to, to just chill out, altogether. And, you know, so yeah.
Yeah. I feel I don't think I'll ever like stop, like, um, but
You
definitely slowing
you you
down,
broke you
bro.
broke up a little bit. What was that?
I said I don't know if I ever stop, but the slowing down shit has definitely been it. Like I don't even roll up no more. Like I just use the bongs or do the dabs. Like I don't even know. Like it's been so long since I've rolled up anything. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
uh, I don't do the pins. I don't really do the edibles. They have THC soda out here. I don't really drink soda like that, so shit, really just been with the flowers and the dabs and shit. And that's
Well,
been
I've been
pretty
going through a heavy
good.
metal detox, dog. I'm using something called zeolite.
Mm,
It's a natural occurring substance when volcanic ash and dust mix in water underground, but it decalcifies the pineal gland.
mm,
What some people like to call the third eye, and what ancient civilizations like kind of deified in their cultures. Um, but ever since I've been doing this heavy metals detox with the zeolite, I've been able to dream. I've been talking in my dreams. I've been able to retain my dreams. And if I'm talking to my dreams, I'm aware of what I'm saying and I'm not waking up. I'm still in the deep sleep.
mm,
And so I was just smoking so much that I wasn't able to dream, bro. And it was almost like, Most High was like I kept popping up in other people's dreams. So other people, I have like 8 dreams from other people I know and maybe just know from social media, who
right.
said, "Yo, you've ended my dream. This is what happened." And it was like, oh, so since I can't get messages through my sleep because I'm, the ganja got me so wrapped up. Uh, I'm getting messages from other people. So, um, and because your melatonin, which your pineal gland creates, does get numbed out. And just with all the toxins and stuff in food and water and chemtrails, like that calcifies the pineal gland or makes it non-functioning over time.
Yeah.
So um, it's like I don't know, bro. I'm just operating kind of at a higher capacity. I've never been the type of person who gets more creative or something when I smoke or I get better at stuff, I've always been not. No, I just get stupid. Other people might have that experience. I personally don't. You know. But with me doing that detox, and I've been plant based for like 2 weeks. I don't know, but I feel great. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but that doesn't mean if a raw or joint or something is bad, I don't mean might not take a hit. You know what I mean?
Oh, right. I feel that. Hell yeah, like for me, I don't know. I think ever since like being out here, I think I probably smoke like in the morning times, or like when I gotta do a podcast. Um, and I haven't really been out, so I think at night if I'm playing a game or something, I'll smoke. But I do not like smoking like if I'm going running on a trail, if I'm going to play basketball or something, I do not smoke, bro. Like I cannot be
Yeah.
athletic and high. I can work out and be high, that's perfectly fine. But if you want me to use my fine motor skills, pass the ball and catch a ball and shoot a ball, bro, I can do it, but I can't do it at a high functioning and at the best of my capabilities when I'm high. Absolutely not. Even running, bro. Even running up like these mountains and these trails and we gotta jump on these rocks. If I smoke and then try to actually go run and push myself, no. I won't be as sharp as I would if I wasn't high. You know what I
I
mean?
really
I could do it,
really
but
wonder what kind of anatomy people got that can do that. Like you got smoke in your lungs. Well, how do you do that stuff? Like, but I mean, yeah, I don't know. It's to
yeah,
be researched.
that shit crazy. How's Atlanta though? How's the fitness scene going on in Atlanta right now?
It's cool, man. You know, just now coming out of a slow season. You know, that that New Year's resolution crowd dies off, then it gets slow, and then now the summer crowd is starting to pop up. So that's ramping up again. Um, I'm working towards moving to other ventures. I'm working on land, developing land with some family members. Um, I've been buying gold and silver a lot. Um, I'm working on a third book with a homegirl from high school, as well as you know, fitness will always be there, but I'm looking into other stuff, dog. I low key would be an anthropologist, like travel the world and through YouTube show people like these artifacts and these tribes and their cultures and their traditions and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Um, but the fitness thing is cool, bro. The fitness thing is cool. Um, recently I just rejected from training somebody. They wanted me to get them do a bikini competition for them, but they had the most insufferable personality. And once I called them like sensitive and uncoachable, oh man, the paragraphs rolled.
Oh, we don't got time for that. Get them out of
Yeah,
here.
for sure, bro.
Get them out of here, bro. We don't have time for none of that bullshit.
Yeah.
Like you said, money, bro. It's crazy, bro. I was scrolling through the old, like the original, the page that I met you on. I was just scrolling, going back to like 2012,
Good
2013,
time,
and just looking at just all the shit that this niggas had going on.
bro.
It's like, damn, niggas been in this shit for a long time, bro.
Bro,
Like,
I'm telling you, bro. I don't think you even realize what flex you talking about Flex Lana, right?
yeah.
What that was, bro. I think you created like real moments for people in the fitness industry. You know what I'm saying?
From the
Obviously, you had
beginning, bro, like day one.
yeah, like you got gyms like the Loft and Fineo Fit is like a newer popular gym, and we see what is it that gym yeah called yeah that whatchamacallit my boy
Timmy's
made.
Timmy's
Huh?
gym.
Huh?
Timmy's
Yeah,
gym.
yeah. Now and but back then, bro, felt like that was just a group, with the photo shoot parties, the pool parties, the mixers, Like, you know what I mean? I met a lot of cool people through
But
those.
I don't think people realize how many connections we've made, and like those connections are still people are still rocking with each other to this day from the shit that we've done, from like you said, from our photo shoots, from the pool parties and all of that. Like we put like we didn't put people on, but we made a lot of connections though, bro. Like
Hmm.
we put a lot of people together. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Um,
yeah, for sure, dog. It
yeah,
was
yeah.
it was it that was the vibe for real, bro. So, you know, I think that helped me make a lot of connections that have even been beneficial to me to today. You know what I mean? So
Yeah. You did mention your book though. You said you're working on your third book.
yeah, so this one is a little turn from fitness. We're still working on a name. But with my homegirl Shantavia, it's basically a book centered around like like basically different scenarios kids go up and go through in school,
Yeah.
and how they can overcome that, and respond to that and stuff like that. The way it works is it takes, place with this girl and this boy. They're at the playground, on the bench or whatever, just talking about their experiences together and recalling certain things, but then recalling what the wrong way to handle certain situations was and what the right way to handle situations was. And oh, do you remember when the ice cream truck pulled up over here to to the whatchamacallit, and this happens, so it's just, kind of giving kids scenarios and advice on through these kids talking about their experiences and how they can handle, like, whether it's bullying, whether it's a crap teacher, whether it's just any thing, so
Yeah. You said it's still in the works?
yeah, it's still in the works. It's been in the works for really over a year. It's really a situation that they kind of started school and then our schedules kind of linking up, but we will probably start to get stuff like printed, by the end of this year or so. um Things have just had to really line up, so I think we're coming up on that time.
Yeah. Okay. Shit.
Hmm.
Sounds good. Make sure you let us know. We'll keep everybody else in the loop.
Of
We'll
course.
repost it, all of that good
Yeah,
shit.
of course.
Uh, we got like 10 minutes left. Let's talk about some current events, some pop culture shit.
What's up,
Have you been following the Cat Williams train? Have you been checking out his interviews and
bro? We was talking,
his
bro.
40-yard dash and all of that good shit?
Bro, of course, man. We was talking about a little bit on the Kingdom Outcast podcast that I'm on, and um, I like the Joe Rogan interview more than the Shannon Sharp interview. Um,
I haven't watched the full Joe Rogan. Is it a
nah,
lot better than the Shannon Sharp?
you tripping, my guy. You gotta watch. You gotta watch
I
the
just
Joe.
haven't I haven't had the time. I
It's
haven't
the
like refused to watch
tinfoil
it.
hat conversations, man.
I didn't have the time. I haven't had the time. Like if I can get the time to just put it on, I'll watch it. I just haven't finished it. That's all I'm
Nah,
saying. I gotta finish that
you
shit.
gotta play it in the background while you're working on something else. You know what I mean? That's
Uh,
personally how I listen to podcasts. I'll be working on something else or driving somewhere and I
yeah.
put it on. But that Cat Williams Joe Rogan interview was great, bro. I'm not. I don't want to spoil anything, so tell me if you've heard the subject or not. But my favorite subject.
Nah, you can spoil. Hey, I'm the type of person where like spoiling don't do shit for the experience. I still gotta experience it.
Okay, on that Cat Williams interview, my favorite part, and he wouldn't go too deep in it. I got two favorite parts. Joe Rogan is a person who's talked against beliefs a lot, right? Specifically anything coming from the Bible. But you see his tone has changed a lot through the years. One thing that's interesting, Cat Williams was talking about how Cat Williams basically he said he's read over 3,000 books, and he's a very intelligent man. It's like a guy like him had to choose comedy to give his brain relief from just reading. Like all he was allowed to do was read growing up, right? But he was
Right.
talking about how he when he was reading the Book of Enoch, one of the books the Catholic Church got hiding in the Vatican, took out of the Bible. But he was talking about how Noah was an albino,
and how it says he was the first albino on the planet, and how his family reacted to him let him know, wait a minute, the people in this book are black, you know? But he wouldn't go much further. He stopped right there because who knows, the people in Spotify or over Joe Rogan, you know, might be of the ish people.
I thought Joe Rogan left Spotify, no?
Oh, maybe he did, but maybe he's still in bed in business with people of the ish community, the J-ish community. I'm trying not to say the words for this so I don't get flagged, but you know who I'm talking about when I say the ish people.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Right?
And same people that own the NBA.
Huh? Yeah.
The same people that own the NBA.
They own America. The war going
Everybody.
on. And so when he started talking about, oh wait, the people in this book are black, you know, right? And so he was trying to avoid the ish people. And then he started talking about how he knew how to another code word, transforming, would be a thing today because the Baphomet. And if you know the Baphomet, it's the androgynous goat with the as above, so below, with the male and female parts. And he said when he learned about the origin of the Baphomet demon in ancient civilization, that told him back then when he read, this is going to be popularized in media and society today. And so he was just talking about how he understands agendas and stuff. And how the conversation goes, you can tell Cat Williams was kind of tiptoeing around certain subjects.
He tiptoeing for real. Like, he all over the place.
I mean, honestly, what he was talking about is stuff more dangerous than what he was talking about in the Shannon Sharp interview.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Because Shannon Sharp and Joe Rogan, they're not the same people. So I could imagine he went a lot deeper with Joe Rogan versus Shannon Sharp.
Yeah, Shannon was very cookie cutter.
Shannon Sharp is country as hell. Like, he's played football. You know what I mean? Like, he's not going deep with you about a conspiracy theory. You know what I mean? Like,
I mean, but granted, you know, the conversation was really kind of like, you know, Cat Williams just saying people, you know, conspiracy theory isn't too much of a thing. The only thing people really lack is knowledge. You know, that was a big thing. And he was like, if people have more knowledge, people will understand things instead of just labeling them or whatever, whoop-de-whoop. And so Cat has a lot of knowledge. I'm going to be real. I still think he's what I like to call a controlled opposition, you know, still a part of the agendas, but he plays the what's called the light side, you know?
Yeah.
But he, you know, but I do respect, you know, his mind at least, you know what I mean? They talked a lot about ancient civilizations, aliens, or are aliens really spiritual beings? And, you know, the stuff that the government's been decoding, and it was just, yeah.
Man, you would have a field day out here, bro. It's a lot of wild shit that goes on in Denver, bro, with like their communication shit, the airport, all the Mason halls out here, bro. Like, it's a lot of shit. It's a lot of shit in Denver for sure.
Because you can get away with a lot when it's not so population dense. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When I went to Oklahoma, like I remember passing mad, you know, Masonic lodges, and me and my cousins was at the barber, and bro, like I was telling them about, you know, we was talking about like Kemet and Israelites and history, the Bible, all these things. And I somehow gotten to a point like, yeah, this country was built by Freemasons. You know, every president has been whoop-de-whoop.
Right.
And then the Caucasian barber who is trimming up his European, you know, client, mind you, there are only Europeans in there, right? Everybody else is black, and the other barber. They look at each other and go, the moment I say Masons, they look and go, like the A-OK, the wink, the all, the one. I'm like, oh, and when I saw that, I started to have, they didn't catch it, but I had to now have a conversation around the conversation. I actually said, like, nodded to the barber, like, your coworkers than people. You know what I mean? Be careful. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Like, be careful.
yeah. You
Mind
know,
you,
because
all of them don't know what the agenda is. Some are
right,
very rich
right. That's what I was gonna ask you.
foot
Yeah.
soldiers, but then you got the higher degrees, right? So that know what's up.
Jeez. Hey, so what do you think happens if Trump wins in November?
Um.
You think we hit the streets? We riot?
So again, bro, like, for me, I subscribe to the Democrat and Republican are two birds of the same wings. It's two wings of the same bird. You know, it's really like, again, you have your light side of the agenda, Republican, dark side of the agenda, Democrat, but they're both a part of the same agenda.
Right.
I think if Trump wins, I think that I think the agendas are going to continue, bro. I mean, a lot of people don't know, even though
No,
Biden
I think
pushed like
no. I'm talking about what are the people gonna do? Do you
the
think the
people,
people? Yeah.
bro, I definitely think, you know, your rednecks are going to be standing up and like, yeah, we them people again. But to be honest, I feel like a lot of European people are on the Democratic side. I think a
Mm,
lot more black people are on the Trump side today, bro.
mm,
Especially if you're a black person who's more studied in your beliefs and what you believe
mm,
in, I guess. Um, I think a lot of people have now come to the knowledge of just how damaging the Democratic Party has been, right? And how the media kind of spun a lot of what Trump was saying.
mm.
Now, granted, I want everybody on this call to know I don't support none of these folk, okay? Like, I don't care about Trump. I don't care about Biden. I didn't vote for neither of them. But I do think Trump, I do think it, I mean, I don't think there's gonna be a big like reaction, bro, from the people. I do
Mm.
think that there are gonna be things that happen in the media that are set up to make it look like. I think civil war is gonna be incited by our very government, to be
Mm.
honest. I don't think a lot of the stuff we see happens organically a lot of times in the media. I think it's actually drummed up by deep state or certain groups. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's kind of like what's going over in, on the Middle East. You know what I mean? A lot of people don't know the United States funded the terrorist group
Mm.
that people are talking about. Like, so we are trying to they are trying to destabilize the country. And the end goal is the cryptocurrency so we can track all of y'all Negroes and everything y'all doing.
Yep.
Talking about this chip stuff, Neuralink. I mean, hooking you up to the internet. I mean, a lot of companies small companies being bought out by bigger companies. There's gonna be way more control that's gonna be happening, dog. So
Yo, I did a podcast the other night. This might have been what's today? Sunday. This might have been Monday or Tuesday, right? This lady in the Netherlands, she's marrying and she's marrying a hologram, right? And the hologram is AI. The hologram is AI, and she built the hologram AI with all the good traits from her previous exes. Yo, she's marrying this guy over the summertime, bro. Like, she's really marrying an AI hologram of all her ex's best traits all into one, bro. She finna marry this nigga and give him like rights, and he'll be able to like invite people to the wedding and shit.
and I bet you she'll still divorce it. You know
Now I
why?
bet the hologram of divorce hit her. And imagine now the hologram takes money from her, and now the hologram owes her half, and that shit crazy, bro.
Dog,
Imagine a hologram divorcing
bro,
you,
we are living to see this dystopian
dog.
world actually unravel before our eyes,
In
dog.
the
Like,
Netherlands, bro. And they got this other
I'll
technology
actually be in
where,
the Netherlands this year for a homie's wedding.
yeah, well, it's probably his wedding. It's probably the hologram. Yeah, your homie's a hologram,
Oh
bro.
man, that'd be crazy.
Yeah, your homie's the hologram. But nah, there's this other piece of little technology where they're trying to, I don't know if translates the word, but they're trying to understand like chicken talk. So like they have this, bro, it's fucking, you know me, I had chickens. So you know I had to read it up. I had to read about it.
Yeah.
So this shit, it's a device where they're gonna watch like chicken communication, how they talk and they squeak, and they, you know, chickens purr too. So they're gonna watch how they purr, and they're gonna just like have this device where they're gonna be able to understand what
Yeah, that's
the
not that
chicken is.
crazy though. I mean,
I
honestly,
understand
that's
it's
not
not
that
that.
crazy.
Yeah, I know it's not that crazy, but it's like the fuck.
Because we now understand that plants have emotions. You know, plants actually can create music if you hook up the right, instruments to it. They actually scream when they're in pain, in frequencies that we can't hear, but bats can hear. So it's not wild, but I do think there are people that actually can do that just because they're higher spiritually. You know what I mean? So it's like, I get it. Like, okay, cool. We don't have the spiritual wherewithal because we're morally trash. So let's just create the technology to do it for us.
That shit crazy, bro. Like, just imagine, like, for all my dog owners and pet owners, you guys would definitely get a device to be able to talk to your
For
dog.
sure. For sure. Look, it'd be funny when I be trying to talk to my dog, he just, all my dog owners know when you talk to your dog and they just look at you like this, like they trying to understand.
Bro, but what, like, all jokes aside, you would get a device that lets you communicate to your dog.
It was affordable for sure. I would, bro, because
no, the dog can talk to you. It's not just you can talk to the dog. The
there
dog
are devices like this, by the way. I mean, like your dog will step on a button or do like this. Like some people actually train their dog to communicate with them through like buttons and different things like that. But if I could just like understand the language or whatever,
like he had a device on, like the movie Up.
not?
You ever seen the Pixar movie Up?
Yeah,
no.
How
the dog has a little collar and it can talk. Like I feel like a lot of dog. How y'all only getting 3 views?
My account is shadow banned.
Yeah, it's the middle of the day.
And I got mad restrictions on my account. They don't be trying to show nobody me.
It's the middle of the day on a Sunday, bro, and shit. This page don't get no views. I just do lives on this page, so
Yeah.
But this like the movie Up. The dog has a necklace or a little not necklace, but a collar.
Yeah.
And it's able to speak. And I'm like, bro, like to take like 2024. It's like you said, it's not that far fetched. Like it's not that far fetched at all.
At all.
So let's end it off in like the next 10 minutes. And like shit, I don't know what you want to talk about. We can still talk about current events, but I don't know how long Instagram is until they start like kicking you off or make the live.
It's coming up on it. How long have you been on?
Shit, I got on maybe like 1:55, so it's probably coming up on an hour.
I was thinking you off after an hour.
All right, so let's just end it in about 5 minutes. So like, let's end it off. Anything else you want to hit? Like anything you got coming up as far as business wise, podcast wise, like anything you got coming up?
Yeah, everybody tune into the podcast, Kingdom Outcast podcast. I'll type it in the. We talk about everything, man, from whether it's faith, history, the identity of Black people in who we come from, culture, current events, how we as community can move forward as a nation. And we take a lot of questions and different type of topics. But it's a great podcast, man. For all of those things, it's me and I got 2 other co-hosts. But that's pretty much it, man. If you're into coaching, hit me up. If you got children's books, kids that you want to have books, to learn how to exercise, thebestofbam.com. That's the Instagram for it there. uh, apparel. I got
That nigga dropping all the
get
links.
gains get gone, and what is it? Incoming Kingdom Apparel. You know what I mean? Shoot, man. And this is the fitness page right here, Blood Type B Shack. If you want to learn, yeah, I know I got like 5 Instagram pages. It's ridiculous. But yeah, man. So yeah, y'all just get at me. And stay tuned, man. I'm gonna start teaching things on my gram again, just about like our origins as a people, our DNA and who do we actually really come from. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's one of the main reasons my page is censored, because I talk about that stuff, but I can't let them shut me up.
I feel it. All right, man. Well, I appreciate your time on the show. I don't know the next time I'm gonna come to Atlanta. But if you come out here, just let me know. Definitely come crash at the spot.
Hey, man. And
Uh,
like I said, send me what the information about your birthday week and all that, and I can start looking at flights and stuff. See if I can make something shape.
all right. Somebody said I'm gonna hold you to that. I don't know if he's referring to what you said or if I don't know.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm not sure, but hey, man, I appreciate any of y'all tuning in for real though.
Yeah. This will be up on YouTube probably within the week. I'll have all my sponsors. Their ads will be in there. I'll have the intro. I'll have a couple of your video clips. If you have any specific clips you want me to put in the video, send them to me like on IG. Like, hey, bro, use this in the video, and I can just add it into it.
Okay.
And then when we drop it up on YouTube, that'll be fine. And we drop YouTube shorts, all that good shit.
All right.
Fuck TikTok. TikTok is trash. Like, TikTok is trash. So we got content on TikTok, but
It's about to
fuck
be
TikTok.
gone anyway.
Yeah, yeah, that's fine with me. Fuck TikTok, but YouTube. Hey, YouTube is king though. Find all of our good content, all of our long. I gotta do my drops. Find all of our long videos on YouTube. You can find us on Spotify, also FLXtalk Podcast. We are on simplecast.com. That's where we upload all of our shit, but you can download our raw content on there, I guess. Where else we at? Obviously IG. And then we're doing live shows 420 weekend. I got a whole bunch of Denver people I've met. They're coming to the spot. I host my show. I'm at the apartment right now, so everybody's coming through. We'll be cooking all day, smoking. We might go to the concert at Red Rocks. It just depends on how the weather is. But if you're in Denver or if you want to fly out to Denver 420 weekend, come pull up. My listeners on the podcast, like our top 3 listeners are United States, Netherlands, and then Germany. So yeah, if you're in Germany and you want to come out here for 420, hey, let me know you pulled up. Let me know you're in Denver, and I will show you a good time, and we'll have a good time. Other than that, this is the FLXtalk Podcast. Yeah.
Hey, let me say one more thing, bro. I just figured out who you like to be related to.
Bro, if you say the same guy I've been getting since I moved out here, I'm gonna hang up.
Keith Sanfield.
I'm about to hang up. Bro, hey, I got some stories to tell you, but nah, I've gotten that comparison like 5 times.
You gotta watch the Book of Clarence, dog. You gotta watch that movie, dog.
Bro, I get that shit all the time.
You're gonna relate to the character he plays so much, dog. The Book of Clarence, bro. It got mad big actors in there, but yeah.
That shit funny as fuck. Bro, I get that shit all the time, dog. All right, bro. I'm gonna put this up on YouTube. Give me like a week and it'll be up.
Sounds good, man. Be easy, dog. Much love.
Yep.